My name is Matt Hellman. I'm an attorney with the Attorney General's Crime Victim Compensation Program. And the 5 really important things that people should know about the compensation program are, number 1, it's free to apply. There's no cost for the application. So if victims or their families think that they may qualify but they're not sure, we always say send in an application. Let us work with you to figure out if you do qualify. But send it in if you're in doubt. There's no cost. Number 2 is that you can file either online or by phone. Online, it's the Attorney General's website, www.ohioattorneygeneral.gov. By phone, if you call us, we can send you an application. There's a toll-free number, 1-800-582-2877, 1-800-582-2877. The third thing to know is that you can file an application by yourself. It's a few pages of a form to fill out. If there's things that we still need, we'll call you and talk to you as far as what information we still need. So you can do it on your own. But a victim advocate can help you. For example, in Cincinnati, Talbert House is a group that works with a lot of victims and sends us applications. So definitely a victim advocate can help. Also, if you would like an attorney to assist you, that can be an attorney can be appointed to you at no charge. It's free to you. So again, you can do it on your own. A victim advocate can help you, or you can have an attorney. The fourth thing would be that it used to be that a police report had to be filed within 72 hours of the crime, and for adults, they had to file their application within 2 years of the crime. That has now changed. The police report does not need to be filed within 72 hours. A police report just needs to be made at some point. As far as the 2 years for adults, that is no longer a requirement. They can file at any time. For minors, however, minor victims of crime, they still need to file by their 20th birthday or within 2 years of the time that an offender is indicted by a prosecutor. So that remains the same, but for adults, they can file at any time. And the last thing I would say is that there are certain things that disqualify victims or claimants from receiving an award. For example, a felony conviction within 10 years. But for homicide victims, dependents of homicide victims, so their spouses or their children, for example, that they were providing financial support to, they can still get an award even if the victim had a felony conviction. So that's important to remember, that that is an exception to the felony conviction exclusion. Well, the compensation program reimburses victims and their families for out-of-pocket expenses in relation to a violent crime. So what we're typically going to look for are medical bills, what, if any, insurance they have, because we pay victims and families after the insurance has paid. So if they have private insurance or Medicare or Medicaid, we're gonna need to know that. So medical bills, if they have work loss, copies of paychecks, what they're typically being paid, any other bills for counseling, if it's evidence replacement, if the police have taken items of evidence to use at a trial, for example, we're going to want to know what the value of that is. But it's not, these are not things they have to have in place when they file an application. We can definitely work with the victims and the families to get the information as we go along in the process. So the first thing is just to file the application, to note what they think they might qualify for and what they're looking for, and then we can work with them to say, well, actually, there's other stuff we possibly could compensate you for, and in terms of what you're looking for, here's what we need from you, or if they have an attorney, we'll work with that attorney to get that information. It was under this Attorney General, under Attorney General DeWine, that the statutory changes as far as the time in which a police report needs to be filed, as well as allowing adults to file an application at any time and not within 2 years, those changes came into effect. And the goal was to be victim-friendly, to give true victims of crime more of an opportunity to receive compensation. And so it fits with our general approach to compensation, which is we want to make an award of compensation to victims and their families in all cases that we are permitted to do so by the law and by statute. So we approach the cases with an eye towards how can we compensate the families in this case, and that's definitely true with this Attorney General.